All right, let's finish out this week with a couple more examples. Mr. Walker did a couple of examples of these multi-step word problems with you, and I'm going to do two more examples just to help you out between these four examples that both of us have done. Then you will have examples of all the kinds of problems you're going to do for your homework today. And so I know it's Friday, the day before Halloween. You're excited about the weekend. I am too. So let's get started, get this done. It's been kind of a hard week of math, pretty difficult this week. And let's finish it up on a strong note. So here we go. Number one here says, over the summer, Kate earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. So she worked for 7 weeks, and every week she worked, she made $180. Of that money, she spent $375 on a computer and $137 on new clothes. So how much does she have left? So there's a couple things we've got to find here. Number one, we need to find out how much she made in all. So how much did she make in 7 weeks? So that's part number one. And then what we're going to do is have to find out from how much she made, we're going to have to take away how much she spent and then find out how much she has left is what the question asks us. So the first thing we need to do, let's find out, number one, how much she made altogether in those 7 weeks. So she made $180 every week for 7 weeks. So let's see how much she made altogether. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 8 is 56. Our 6 down, carry our 5. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 5 is 12. So she made, in 7 weeks, $1,260. That's how much Kate earned in all, in 7 weeks. So we know that she made $1,260. But we know she spent some money. She spent $375 on a computer, and she spent $137 on clothes. So if we add up how much money she spent on a computer plus how much she spent on her clothes, then we would know how much she spent altogether, right? So let's add these together. 5 plus 7 is 12. Put our 2 down, carry our 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 3 is 11. Put our 1 down, carry our 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So she spent $512. She earned $1,260 and spent $512. How much does she have left? Well, now it's time to subtract. So we're going to take those $512 she spent away from how much she earned, and we'll see how much she has left. So we can't take 2 away from 0. We've got to borrow from the 6, make it a 5, make that a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 5 minus 1 is 4. I can't take 5 away from a 2. Got to borrow from that 1 and make it a 0. Give 10 to that 2, it makes it a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So she has $748 left. Okay. Let's look at one more, and I'll let you get started on your work. Here's this one. 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each. So let's make sure we see that. There's 3 boxes that weigh that much. 1 box weighs 254 pounds. We're loaded into the back of an empty truck. A crate of apples was then loaded onto the same truck. If the total weight loaded onto the truck was 2,000 pounds, how much did the crate of apples weigh? Wow, there are lots of parts to this problem. So I think what I want to do is a tape diagram for this to help me visualize, because there's so many parts. I need a tape diagram to help me see what I'm doing. So I've got 3 boxes, 1 box, and then a crate of apples. Okay. So I'm going to draw my 3 boxes, and I'm going to do it in tape diagram form. Here's represents my 3 boxes that weigh 120 pounds each. So 128 pounds, 128 pounds, 128 pounds. Okay, there's my 3 boxes weighing that. There was 1 box that weighed 254 pounds. And then they've put a crate of apples on there too. And then the total number, the total amount of weight on the truck was 2,000 pounds. And we want to know, how much did that crate of apples weigh? So do you see what we need to do? We've got these 3 boxes plus this box. We've got to find out how much this equals first. So how much weight were these? Then once we find out this, we can subtract it from 2,000 and find the number that is missing. So what we need to do is do some math here. Now remember, we can add 128 plus 128 plus 128, or we can do 3 times 128. And that's what I want to do. So I want to do 3 times 128. And so 3 times 8 is 24. Put my 4 down, carry my 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. So altogether, these 3 boxes weighed 384 pounds, plus this box right here weighed 254 pounds. All right, so let's add those together. 384 plus 254, and we'll get 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Put our 3 down, carry our 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So these 4 boxes added together, they are going to equal 638 pounds. Okay, so all of these 3 plus this one are 638, but we want to know how much the apples weighed if the total weight was 2,000. So let's take 2,000, that total weight, and let's take away how much these 4 boxes weighed, which is 638, and then it'll tell us whatever is left over is how much the crate of apples weighed. So let's subtract. Boy, we can't take anything away because we got so many zeros. So we're going to go all the way over to the 1, the 2 in the thousands place, and make it a 1. We're going to give ourselves 10 hundreds, but we're going to have to take one of those away to give ourselves 10 tens. But we're going to have to take that away to give ourselves 10 ones. Okay, so 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 1 minus nothing is 1. So that crate of apples weighed 1,362 pounds. And then if we added that 638, which all 4 of those weighed back together, to that would get us that total of 2,000 pounds. There's a lot of steps in these questions, aren't there? The good thing is you only have 4 of them to do today. Think through them, draw your diagram, draw your pictures, whatever you need to do that helps you, do it. Get those done, do them right, make a good grade. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.